What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode. What episode are we on? 13. So we getting ready to go to Jamaica. We see Kenya and Drew talking about Jamaica. First, they had to talk about that Party City situation that Sonya had, and they a little concerned about her hosting the trip to Jamaica because they saw what she did down to the birthday party for Sheree, and they a little nervous. They a little bit like, if that's what it's given, I don't know if that's what it need to be given, you know. So then, we see Sonya working out with her husband, and I mean, child, they just talking about. We see her brother-in-law, who slash her husband's best friend, slash married to her sister, slash they all live together. So they working out, you know, they got to get their abs and get their body right because they about to be filming this, you know, this infomercial situation down to the Jamaica. Sonya starts talking about, you know, are you excited to be meeting the guys and hanging out with the guys? And Ross don't sound too excited. Now we know they've done at least one like little hangout at the bar. They might have done more. They filmed it and didn't show it. But he was like, I mean, I ain't really had time to talk to the fellas. You know, I got a lot of stuff going on. You know, but I mean, it's all right. He said, I got a lot of stuff planned for us while y'all are off somewhere being full of drama. And she was like, we ain't gonna be full of drama. A girl, bye. So we get ready for the trip. We got the sprinters picking everybody up. No, before we get to that, child, Ralph up to his old tricks. Ralph writing a book on co-parenting, but he not including Drew on the book. How you writing a book on co-parenting and you don't include the co-parent? Even if the focus is on the father, I get that the focus is coming from the father's point of view, but how you don't include the co-parent in the conversation? Drew is the person you co-parenting with, sir. How's she not in on this? Then we find out that he is no longer going to adopt her son. But his reasoning, I think, is valid. He had a conversation with the father, and the father said he's not comfortable with that. That's not what he wants. Because the reality is, in order for, and I'm sure there's going to be a lawyer that's going to get in my comments and correct me if I'm wrong, and that's fine. But from my understanding, in order for you to adopt a child, the parent has to sign over their parental rights, or maybe not, or be deceased. The fact that he has a father, deadbeat as he might be, and I don't know him, I'm just saying according to Drew, deadbeat as he might be, if he still has rights, his parental rights, you can't adopt a child that still got a parent. Like, so if Ralph talked to the father and the father said no, what Ralph supposed to do? And that's the last time I'm going to defend Ralph ass. Anyway, so then Ralph publisher shows up and he talking about something. I need to introduce her to Drew because, you know, the last situation, it was a problem. Y'all gonna make me be mean to this woman. Ralph, you know good and damn well Drew ain't worried about her. And let's be clear, ain't nothing wrong with that woman. I ain't saying that woman ugly. I ain't saying nothing. But you know Drew ain't worried about her. Boy, stop. Then he gonna tell Drew, well, I want you to write the forward for the book. How's she writing the forward for a book that she don't know nothing about? You won't tell her nothing about the book. You won't share nothing about the book other than the fact that it's about co-parenting. She don't know nothing else. What's she supposed to write a forward about? About her, how good of a daddy you been? She don't know what's in that book. She can't endorse a book she never read. Listen, and that's the last time y'all gonna make me defend Drew ass too. Okay? But on this one, Drew ain't wrong. Drew, as far as the book is concerned. Now, the adoption thing, like I said, I kind of see the situation if he talked to the daddy and the daddy said he don't want to do that. So, okay. So, we getting ready to go to Jamaica. Child, Ross done left his damn passport. How the hell you leave your passport? Like, sir, you didn't do a check. Like, yes, check. Ooh, speaking of which, I got to get my passport. But I'm not leaving until Tuesday. I'm good. I'm good. But I was like, so he had to go back to the house. So Sonya went on. They picked up Marlo. And Marlo's plus one is her friend slash florist. Sheree had to find a new plus one because talcum powder can't film no more because she tried to play hide and go seek with Drew's purse while they was down at the cabin. That's a whole nother situation, child. She talked about that on Candy Speak On It. You can go look at it. Of course, we know who Candy's +1 and all of that. Now, Kenya's +1 ain't coming. It was her cousin. But her cousin got sick on her. And, of course, Sonya going to be like, well, first you was sick, and now your cousin's sick. Girl, you act like people don't get sick. It was winter time. And we got a whole Roni Rone panorama. Like, her cousin might have had the panorama. That's messed up that y'all keep acting like this. People can't get sick. Anyway, like somebody pressed the lie about having a +1. Damn. If you ain't got a +1, you ain't got a +1. It ain't that serious. Anyway, child, they get to the airport. Ross make it. He done Ubered back to the airport, child, with his passport. He done made it. And so they flying out. They get on the plane and they flying out to the Jamaica. So they get to Jamaica and they introduce each other on the bus and everything. And it was cute. It was fun. They were kind of introducing themselves or whatever. Monyetta came with her new husband. They just got married last year, honey. But her new husband, he looked fun or whatever, and they was there. When they got to the hotel, of course, we went through the greetings and everything. We found out that Todd ain't drinking right now. Now, he didn't say he ain't gonna never drink again. He just said right now he's taking a break and he letting his body detox because he felt like he was, drinking too much. Not alcoholic, but he just felt like, he said out of a week, I was probably drinking 4 or 5 days out the week, and I just felt like my body needed a break. So he didn't get the little complimentary drink or whatever. And I can respect that. Do what you gotta do, Todd. Todd look good too. Todd looking good. Do what you gotta do, boo. So we get ready to go. We got the keys to the room, and we got to get in the golf cart to ride around to the rooms. Now, Sonya got a presidential suite, but they can't do nothing until Sonya get there. Sonya takes a detour because she got Kenya in her golf cart with her. They take a detour to flirt with some dude named John down by the pool, who she done invited to dinner that night. And, he excited to be there until he was there, and then he realized there's some bullshit. Because John left in the middle of dinner. But we're going to get there. I'm getting ahead of myself, child. So Candy over there complaining about the fact that they made this whole detour because, of course, they can't go in the room until Sonya and them get there. And Candy is ready to eat because y'all know, y'all can't, listen, you can't play with Candy. Mama, you can't play with Candy. Kids can't play with Todd, and you damn sure can't play with her food, okay? Listen, and the food might come ahead of everything else, but you better not play with them things when it come to Candy Birds, okay? So they get to the room, and of course it's nice. Y'all know how it goes. It's nice. It's presidential. It's got the rooftop jacuzzi and the view and all that good stuff. Everything is great. So the ladies are eating, and everybody's enjoying the food. Everything seems to be going well, And so Sonya lets everybody know, we're going to go to dinner tonight. She said, I got the room keys. It pays to be nice to the host. You want to make sure you nice to the host. Child, everybody had the same damn room. Everybody's room was nice, child. Everybody's room looked nice. So we getting dressed for dinner. Old boy texting Kenya like, we good? We on? Dinner still at 7, right? Okay, I'll be there. You sure? All right, okay. And, of course, they had to make a big deal about Kenya getting her groove back, child. She flirting with the dude. Kenya getting her groove back, honey. So, we get to dinner, and it, just like these things do, they start off innocent enough. They get on the topic of the book, and old boy is talking about his book, and they asked about, is he going to adopt the son, and he explained he wasn't going to adopt the son and why. Here go damn. At this point, I'm just convinced that Marlo just need a moment. Marlo is just pressed to get as much camera time as she can get. She don't care how she gets it. Because now you want to come after Rob talking about something. Well, that's messed up. I mean, why would you tell him you're going to adopt him and then you don't adopt him? Like, that's messed up. Why would you do that? I mean, I was a foster kid. If I got here one more time about her being a foster kid, and it was like, how in the world are you going to come down on Ralph and try to make a big deal about the fact that Ralph is no longer going to adopt Drew's son when not only you put your nephews out, like in my opinion, you did worse to your nephews because Ralph was like, listen, he's still living with me full time. I'm treating him like he my own. I'm not treating him any different. He's just not legally gonna be responsible. So Marlo told my son, what does that mean? What does that mean? You know, that you still got him. You still got him. I mean, what does that mean? You gonna claim him on your taxes? Does that mean you gonna? And I'm like, first of all, that's none of your damn business. But second of all, Drew and Ralph have been in this dysfunctional marriage long enough that I'm sure they got all of that figured out. At this point, it's just a formality of, I mean, again, that's their business. But I was just sitting here like, really, Marlo? So this whole argument starts up, and they're arguing. They're talking. I mean, they're going back and forth about, you know, him, and Candy was like, this don't, like, I'm finding this real interesting and real funny. So Candy and Marlo end up getting into it, and Marlo talking about something. Well, I find it funny coming from somebody who puts their mama before their husband. She was like, what? What are you even talking about? Like, I don't put my. She said, first of all, my husband is right here. He can speak for himself. Todd ain't say nothing, but whatever. She said, well, everybody knows it's true. Everybody knows that you put your mother before Todd. She was like, girl, what are you talking about? She said, what does that have to do with you putting your nephews out? What does that have to do with you being in Drew and Ralph's business? Well, I'm just saying. But listen, so they went back and forth. So she's going to try to say, Candy, don't nobody know you outside of Atlanta. Child, Candy was like, bitch, I'm worldwide. She said, when we were in Japan, whose song was in the jukebox? Whose song did we sing karaoke? She said not only were escape songs in the karaoke machine, but other songs that I wrote were in there too. Like, don't play with me. I said, well, I think Candy has proven her point. Elvis can leave the building. But baby, I think what a lot of people missed, or maybe people are not gonna make a big deal out of, y'all missed Todd. Todd said, Marlo, you stop acting like I don't know you. Stop acting like I don't know your story. And she was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He said, listen, you wasn't friends with none of these people. You begged to be on this show. He said, you brought your way on this show. Don't forget, I know your tea. Don't forget, I was working behind the cameras. Like, I knew what was going on. And I said, oh, shit. Y'all, I don't think we can discount what Todd is saying. He said, Marlo, she said, what are you talking about? I was friends with Phaedra. He said, didn't nobody like you? Nobody liked you. You paid your way onto this show. Stop acting like I don't know. I know the real. And that's the part that I think we all need to pay attention to, ladies and gentlemen, because Todd was working production. Todd was working behind the cameras. And Todd at one point in time was really good friends with Carlos, to the point where they went into business together, and they started a production company, and they were business partners. Now, Marlo tried to say that Todd was talking shit about Candy, calling her a country bumpkin. Candy was like, oh, so you want me to get mad about something that my husband said about me before he even met me? Because please know that the first time me and Todd ever had a conversation was the last night that we were in Africa, and we talked all night, and we've been together ever since. So I'm supposed to get mad about something he said before he knew me? Cool, he thought I was a country bumpkin? Okay, well, he loved this country bumpkin. So now what? I said, well, point and check. So I don't know, y'all, but I think I'm just listening, and I want to see if anybody else gonna pick that ball up and run with it, because I think there's some validity to that. Anyway, y'all let me know. That's pretty much the episode, child. John got up in the middle of this argument and walked away from the table. He said y'all cute and everything, and I got my little cameo on the show, but let me get the hell up out of here. And John had a little accent, so I'm wondering if John even know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? All John saw was a bunch of beautiful people at a table arguing like they ain't had no damn sense about some stupid shit that he didn't know nothing about. I probably would have got my ass up and went home too. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.